Well, drove all day up north on the forest road here. I went to two other state forests already today. I left this morning, and there wasn't shit for camping. So we went to our old reliable place here, and this is one of my favorite spots to camp. So wanted to try something new, but ended up here anyways. Just the way the universe kind of pointed us. So we'll go down the trail here and I'll show you our campsite. Right here on the lake. Got Buddy here setting up his hammock. Oh yeah. Can't beat that view. This is exactly where Buddy hung his hammock last time. Right here on the edge of the water. So we're gonna get camp set up here and start relaxing. All right, so we got camp set up here. Got the little tent. Got the hammock. Some fellas out there fishing. Ain't too bad. Got our chairs. Here's firing. And we got some wood split up. So we are ready to relax. This is pretty close to camp. Little landing for kayak or canoe to this beautiful lake. And if you see here, there's camp. So I'm gonna have to, when I'm more ambitious, bring the kayak next time and do some fishing here, because it would just be perfect. To our left here, we got ourselves a really big rock. Big fucking rock. Oh, another little trail. I think that leads up to the other campsite up there. You could land a canoe right there too. All right, now we're on this other trail leading us deep into the woods. Don't know where it's gonna bring us. Stay tuned. Came across this little spot. It's another camping spot. Park your car. Looks like there's some wood back there even. Need more firewood. Nice little fire ring picnic table here. What we got back here? Just woods. There's a little swamp down there at the bottom of the hill. Ain't bad. Out walking for a while. Sun's starting to go down. Just peaceful out here. Love it. Well, the sun is about down. And it is nice and calm out here. We got Buddy stoking the fire here, getting her going. Using a paper plate. Well, it's pretty dark now. Got the fire going. Just gonna sit and chill, and we'll go for a little hike tomorrow. And we'll see what we can find. So, see you tomorrow. Alright, next morning here. And we already got the hammock packed up. We're gonna undo the tent here in a bit. And then we're gonna get some hiking done. Alright, we're out here hiking. We're actually going back to this place where we found structures before on four-wheelers. Since we don't have four-wheelers this time, we're gonna hike it. It's gonna be a couple of miles, and hopefully we find something cool. Alright, here's the first little one here. You can see this thing is like just broken off perfectly right there. Or if wind or something takes it down, it's gonna kind of split it and then peel some bark. This thing looks like it was just grabbed and then kind of twisted and broken off. So obviously I don't know anything for sure, but it's interesting, because usually things don't break like this naturally. It's like something grabs it and just gave it a little break right there. And it's pretty thick, and I mean, I'll try to do it right here. I can't do it. And if I grab the top of this, focus. If I grab the top of this and just pull down on it, it's not gonna break clean in one spot like that. It's gonna find a spot and it's gonna splinter and have longer strips ripped off it. So I just found that interesting. Another interesting one here. This one looks like it was just completely twisted off, and there's nothing around it indicating that something fell on it and did that. So seems like just a normal everyday thing until you know what to look for, and then it becomes interesting quick. Okay, so here we're starting to hit some more interesting stuff, and I don't know how easy it's going to see because it's kind of shadowy and there's a lot of different colors going on here. Well, we got one right here, and then there's that one, and then there's these over here, and they all come up onto this little sapling here in the center in a teepee formation. Now, these are awfully strange for them to occur naturally. Let's not forget, we're probably 2 miles into the woods now, and we are off an ATV trail, but people don't just stop on ATV trails. They're ATVing. They're just flying through, and there is just a tangled cacophony of like a dome kind of structure back there of branches. I don't know how easy it is to see. I'm going to try to back in here. I don't know how well you can make that out, but it's definitely odd. This isn't anything too mysterious, but this is one of the most beautiful Norway pines I've ever seen in my life. That is a big boy, and it towers over all the other trees around here. That is a thick, thick pine right there. Look at that big beaver lodge over there. See if I can zoom in. There we go. Big old beaver lodge. Kind of beautiful little corner. Alright, we're on the way back side of the trail now. Got a big hill to climb here. And this is where some of the cool stuff is, so we're going to keep an eye out. 1 and 2. Just, it's odd because it's so uniform. So, it's kind of weird. So here's, just other weird stuff. That's wedged in there. That's leaned on the tree. And then there's like this whole tangledness of everything else. So this is wedged between these two trees. This is wedged down here, and then this is fit between these two trees so nicely, and then arrested in the crotch of this tree. So it's just extremely odd. So here's one that I saw last time I was here that kind of puzzles me. Wedged between these two trees, root ball in the air, and if we look at the ground here, there's not a hole or anything where this root ball was pulled from. It's just, look at it from this angle, it's just ground. So, here's another odd one I found last time. Look, this thing is woven between trees here, including just not the crotch of this tree, between these saplings, and then wedged between these trees as well. And if we look, there's not like any bark damage. Neither on the one down there either. Now if I come over here and look, this thing is just suspended up in the air, like a fence post, kind of. So, it's very odd. It's also broken at the end. It's not a root ball, and it doesn't have like a stump right here where it fell. Look, there's no stump or anything where it broke. You can see where it broke off too. This was put here, and let's see how I can't move this. I can wiggle it a little bit, but it's in there. So I just kind of highly doubt somebody did all this, wove all of that into there like that, so intricately. Here's another good one. This is a live tree, right? Here's the base. Makes a perfect arch over here. One could argue that, hey, this fell and crushed this tree. But this thing is like a frickin' million years old. This thing has been laying here a long time. This thing had been growing upright. This isn't just a normal tree arch. Those trees usually look pretty dead and decrepit. This thing's alive. And this wasn't here last time I was here either, last fall. What fell and turned this thing into a perfect arch? That is odd. Okay, this thing was standing straight up, and this thing fell wherever it fell from. How did it bring down this tree so perfectly, pin the end of it perfectly to the ground, and make this perfect arch? And if we move over here as well, this I've seen before, and that's why I know that arch wasn't there last time. So I would have noticed it. This is just placed in here too perfectly. Going down this way, it's a three-way tree here, and all this stuff is just intertwined in there. And last fall, actually, that's kind of hard to see, I found an impression right here that I couldn't make my foot sink like it did. But there's, as you can see, there's so much leaf litter that I can't, I can't make out to distinguish a track or anything. So, it's pretty interesting stuff. There's another odd thing, just a rock wedged in between two little trees. Alright, coming to the end of this trail. Feels like it's been forever that we started hiking ago. And oh, here we go, right around the bend. Here's the road up there, stop sign. This little pond over here. But that concludes our camping trip, a little quick one. We gonna hop in the car and take the 3-hour drive home, and we'll get there later this afternoon. So thanks for joining me.